Hello again from me, named Jawharatul Farida. And welcome back to International Virtual Courses in Mathematical and Quantitative Methods for Islamic Economics and Finance 2024. Today is the ninth session of our IVC, Thursday, August 29. And today's session is about the impact of macroeconomic factors of Zakat and empirical analysis in the halal industry, which would be delivered by Dr. Azhan Rashid Senawi from University Technology Marak.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, yeah. And now I would like to read the short resume of Dr. Azhan Rashid Senawi. Dr. Senawi earned his PhD from University Technology Petronas at 2018 in social science and humanities, especially in Islamic economics, and his master also from the same university in economics at 2007, and his bachelor in economics as well at 2002 with honors. He also got his diploma in banking at 1996. Currently, he is a senior lecturer from University Technology Mara, Malaysia. His research interests include macroeconomics issues, Islamic economics, Islamic banking and finance, econometrics, and development economics. He also published many research articles and got research grants from Malaysia. And if you all students are interested in his topics, you can find his publications in ResearchGate or Scopus. And now I want to invite Dr. Azhan Rashid Senawi to start the session. Dr. Senawi, the time is yours.
All right, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear respected moderator, thank you very much for the introduction. All right. Hi everybody. How are you? Wait, Okay, I will share my slide here. How to share? Oh, share screen. It's been a long time to not to use Zoom platform. Where is it?
Normally you use WebEx, yeah?
Yeah, normally WebEx and Microsoft Team.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Can you
Yeah, it's
see my
already
slide,
seen.
right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Okay. This one.
Maybe you can change it to slideshow presentation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe because of the connection. Quite
Maybe.
slow, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
To the moderator. Thank you very much. May I know may I know your name?
My name is Ning Jawharatul Farida. You can call me Ning. Yes.
Ning. Okay. Thank you, Miss Nim, right? Miss, right? Still Miss. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Dear moderator, the respected academicians, professor, doctors, and all beloved students. Okay, most of us in this platform coming from students, right? Am I right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, all right. Okay, thank you very much. We made it today for this discussion on this title. Topic of discussion is about the macroeconomics factors or the impacts of macroeconomic factors on zakat. And this is an empirical analysis. Basically, we are focusing on the halal industry. And I hope you can stay with me until the end of this session. I don't know whether this topic is heavy or not, but I try to make it light, okay, to make sure that all of the audience in this platform can manage to understand and can grab the the meanings of the discussion of this title. Okay. Okay. First of all, I would like also to thank you to Dr. Gantina and Dr. Oman for their assistance, okay, in moderating this event. All right. Okay, can you see my slide moving? Am my slide moving right now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, right. Okay, so this is my okay. Okay, of course, this is my our faculty, Faculty of Business and Management, and today's discussion, okay, and it will be based on this list of content. Okay, it's about macroeconomic factors. What is macroeconomic factors? The Zakat, the Halal industry in Malaysia, okay, and then we run the analysis and then the discussion and conclusion. Topics that we focusing today is about the macroeconomic factors, right? So our topic will be firstly we'll look at the macroeconomic factors. Okay, what is macroeconomics? Right, the first thing that we have to know is the meaning of macroeconomics. Right, so it is actually the study of economic system as a whole. Okay, it is not microeconomics, MIC. This is MAC, macro. Macro is bigger than the micro. Okay, so we are studying the economic system as a whole, such as national income, trade cycle, okay, unemployment rate, inflation, and general price level. So these are the things that we need to know about the macroeconomic factors. Okay, and what are the macroeconomic factors? Okay, so the stated here, macroeconomic factors are variables that assist financial analysts and economists in assessing the economic health of a nation. Okay, we are now discussing about the how much the price of instant noodles, how much of the price of a packet of oil, okay, cooking oil, okay. So that is micro. That is micro. So macro is bigger than that. So a few examples of macroeconomic factors are as follows. So actually, the two big issues in macroeconomic is inflation and unemployment. But of course, the macroeconomic factors are more than that. Okay, but economists will always focus on the inflation and unemployment. Okay, these are the two big issues that really been concentrated by the economists and the analysts to define the growth of that particular country, especially in our country, such as in our nation, such as Indonesia and Malaysia. So these a few examples of macroeconomic factors. Okay, inflation, unemployment, and economic growth. Right. So what is inflation? Yeah, inflation is as you know, once inflation increase, of course, the cost of goods will also increase, right? Will also increase, and all the services will also increase. So that is the response of the inflation in our economy. So inflation is a gradual increase in the average cost of goods and services over time, okay, which will reflect of a loss of purchasing power. It means that once the inflation increase and our purchasing power will decrease. Okay, that is inflation, the cause of inflation. So very bad impact in our in our economy once the inflation is very, very high, right? Another one is unemployment. What is unemployment? Of course, people don't have a job, so they can be in that particular term, which is we call as unemployment. But basically, unemployment means the number of people in an economy who are able and willing to work. They are able to work and willing to work, but unable to find employment. Okay, so that is unemployment. Yeah. So those who are in the universities are not included in this kind of issues, unemployment. You are not unemployed. You are still studying. Okay, has been graduated from universities but could not find the job that is. All right. And another one in here is I list the economic growth. Actually, more than this one. Okay, never mind. It's okay. But our discussion will be our analysis will run the issue of inflation and unemployment. Okay. All right. So let's go to the definition of economic growth. Okay. So what is economic growth? Okay, economic growth is an increase in the production goods and services in an economy, and it will cause an increases in capital goods, labor force, and also the technology, and the human capital. So that is economic growth. So once Indonesia has a good economic growth, then people of Indonesian will get more benefits from that growth. Okay, now you are having a new capital city, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's called Nusantara. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nusantara, right? Not Jakarta anymore. Am I right? Okay, it's okay. Okay. Uh, I follow the news from Indonesia. Never mind. It's okay. After this, we can discuss a little bit on that particular situation. Whether the step is good or not. At the end of the session, if there is a discussion on that. But if there's no discussion on that, no problem. Okay. So, what are the other factors that included in the macroeconomic factors? Okay, we have uh, government policies, we have interest rates, we have FDI. Okay, employment also included in macroeconomic factors, right? So these are the factors or the variables in macroeconomic that we can measure that these variables to look into the growth of our country and so forth. All right. So that is about the macroeconomic factors. And now one of the topic that we will discuss in this platform today is about zakat, right? Zakat. I think most of you know about zakat, okay? And I think most of us here in this platform are Muslim. Am I right?
Not at all.
Yeah?
Not at all.
Not all.
Oh, not all.
Oh, not all. Okay, okay. I'm sorry about that. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. It's okay, it's okay. Oh, there's chat here. Okay, right. Thank you. Okay, zakat. Right. Those who are not Muslim, zakat is a kind of tax. Okay, kind of tax. Okay, but I will focus on the zakat terminology. Right. So, what is zakat? Zakat in Arabic means growth, multiplicity, or increase. So this is zakat. Right? Why I'm not moving? Okay. Right. that is zakat. And the word zakat itself carries the meaning of purification and full of blessing. Because once you uh, pay the zakat, it actually purify your income, purify yourself. Okay, that is about zakat. Eh? Once you give something to somebody else, it means that you are helping that people, that kids. Okay, but it's actually not about that kid. It is about us. So that is zakat. Okay, once you pay the zakat, you will get that rewards from the creator. Okay, for Muslim, from Allah, right? So the foundation of Islam is held up by the five pillars. Okay, we have five pillars in basic in the basic of Islam. Okay, we have five pillars. Okay, to know Islam, we have to know the foundation of Islam, and the foundation of Islam have five pillars. Okay, one of the pillars is zakat, and the zakat is the third pillar, and it refers to the determined share of wealth, okay, prescribed by the Creator. In other words, it's Allah. Okay, to be distributed to the 8 groups of beneficiaries. Okay, so from zakat, we will give to the 8 groups of the beneficiaries. Okay, one of those is the masakin or the fakir, means the poor and the needy. One of the groups in the 8 groups of beneficiaries. So it is a form of worship in terms of wealth. Okay, all right. So as a Muslim, it is a mandatory. Okay, it is mandatory of an annual donation that Muslim must make. Okay, as a religious duty. Okay, and it is a symbol of Islamic social justice. Okay, and zakat will clean your soul, your purify your wealth, and it is a social religious tool to help eradicate poverty in the community of society. Okay, and zakat is also a spiritual bridge and connection to the Creator, Allah. Okay, to purify your wealth, for the will of Allah and to His cause, which is to acknowledge the everything that everything one owns belongs to Him, and it is for Him that we strive to end poverty. So, zakat is one of the tools that will eradicate the poverty. Okay, and bridging the togetherness, okay, between the needy, the poor, and the wealthier, or the have group. Eh? Those who are having so much wealth, okay, actually they cannot one of the portion of the wealth should be segregate, or should be distributed to the poor. So that is the kind of bridging, okay, the togetherness of the poor and the wealthier, right? All right. Okay, I'm sorry for the non-Muslim. So this is the basic dalil, or the basic proof that the zakat is a must, is a compulsory, is a mandatory, okay, to the Muslim to as a duty uh, in helping the poor and the needy in our community. Okay, so this is the basic and the fundamental of ayah that uh, establish or that connect us to the creator. Okay, a'udzubillahi minasyaitanir rajim wa aqimus salah wa atuz zakah. Okay, the simple ayah. So it means that and establish, you should establish your prayer, and you should give the zakah. This is from the verse of Al-Baqarah 43. Okay, ayah 43. Okay, so this is in the context of Malaysia. I do not know about Indonesia, but most of the uh, most of the um, uh, the enactment or the application is the same. Okay. Okay. In Malaysia, the Malaysian government acknowledge and governs various forms of zakat. The first one is zakat fitrah, and the second one is zakat on asset or wealth, or in other word, mal. Okay, mal is wealth. Okay. Okay. Wealth is also referring to assets, right? Zakat on asset and wealth. Okay, or wealth. Okay. So zakat fitrah is usually we pay it uh, after Ramadan. Okay, not during Ramadan and the first of Shawwal before the prayer, right? So that is zakat fitrah. Okay. Zakat al-mal or zakat on asset or zakat on wealth. Or in other word, zakat harta. In Malaysia we call it zakat harta lah. Harta, not harta. Eh? So that's why your previous prime minister, not prime minister, president, right? Okay, we use prime minister in Malaysia. We use prime minister. In Indonesia, president, Mr. President, right? Hartono is coming from harta, harta, right? So Muslim are required to pay zakat on asset every year once they have reached a certain financial requirement. So the types of wealth included under zakat of on asset or wealth are such as zakat on earnings, your salary, okay, zakat on business, okay, zakat on savings, zakat on gold and silver, zakat on in Malaysia, this is Malaysia, zakat on EPF. EPF means Employees Provident Fund. Okay, every single month you have to contribute to this organization EPF. So at the end of your services, we can withdraw that money. Okay. So that is EPF in Malaysia. I do not know in Indonesia. Okay. Zakat on farming, zakat on livestock. Okay. So Muslim who are employed for more than a year and earn the minimum income must perform their zakat on earnings. Okay, that is, in other words, earnings means salary. Your salary also should be have a portion to pay zakat. Yeah, right. Um, in Malaysia we use the requirement is once you exceed 85 grams of coal, so you have to measure that in your own monetary values, right? 85 gram of gold, then you are in the group of zakat payer. So, for example, in Malaysia, we have 14 states in Malaysia. One of those are Selangor. Okay, so in Selangor, the nisab for zakat on asset is 20,000 and 920. Okay, 20,920. So that is the nisab. Means if your annually income more than 20,920, then you have to pay zakat. Okay. I do not know when how much it will be converted in Indonesia. 20,920. How much is it? I don't know. Okay. Maybe more than juta, right? I think so. Right. Muslims who meet the nisab requirement are obligated to contribute 2.5%. Okay, on that on their income, right? So that is about zakat, right? So zakat is one of the discussion in this analysis. So we are focusing on zakat on business. Okay, I have mentioned a lot of zakat on wealth. Okay, the types of zakat on wealth. Okay, one of those is zakat on business. So we are focusing on zakat on business, right? So done macroeconomic factors and then zakat. We have done that. Okay, and now we are going to halal industry in Malaysia. Okay, halal industry in Malaysia. All right. Okay, what is the definition of halal, right? Halal is link with the words permitted, okay, or allowed, or lawful, or legal. Okay, that is halal. Okay, that is halal. So, okay, in the context of Malaysia, we in Malaysia, um, but in general, uh, as a Muslim, we know that halal products are those who, uh, in terms of food, okay, the elements of pork, okay, alcohol, okay, animal derivatives, and animal-based gelatins are not allowed. Okay, so permitted animals must be slaughtered. Okay, slaughtered. Sorry. Okay, must be slaughtered means that in bahasa Malaysia we call it sembelih. Huh? I think the same term that we use in Indonesia, right? We have to sembelih. Okay, sembelih the chicken, the cow, right? Right. So that is about the halal, right? So not about only for the food. Okay, halal covers more than that. Okay, it covers about it also cover um the cosmetics, medicines, tourism also, logistics, and also fashion, right? So that is also covered in halal. So in terms of halal, the halal originates from the Arabic language, defines the permissible and allowed, and according to Islamic jurisprudence, and the sector is propelled by various causes, including as the expanding Muslim population. Okay, the need for certified halal products and the increasing awareness of health and wellness. So these in Malaysia, we have this kind of uh, groups of halal uh, that the groups of halal measurement. Okay, the halal measurement in Malaysia. Okay, we categorize it in raw material. Okay, in production. Okay, packaging, warehouse, or logistic. Okay, transportation and customer. So these are the things uh, uh, that we use in categorizing the halal, right? All right. What else I need to discuss here? Uh, okay. Also in Malaysia, halal standard go through the competent authorities. Okay, we have the authorities that will, okay, regulate the law, and then to execute the law in to be in the practice in Malaysia. Okay, okay. The name of the department is Department of Islamic Development Malaysia, or Islamic Religious Council of the States, or Jabatan Kemajuan Islam. All right. So I think it is enough for the halal industry. Okay. Now, okay. We move to the analysis that we want to do in this discussion. Okay, title. So basically, what we are going to do for this topic is based on the situation of that we in Malaysia are facing. Okay, um, talking about the halal industry. Okay, the total number of halal certificate holders for all industry, okay, industry categories in Malaysia was 8,000, around 8,500, something like that. Say 8,500 companies who has a halal certificate. Okay, um, from that particular companies, 3,270 companies, about 40%, okay, are from the Muslim company. Okay, Muslim company. Okay, the balance coming from non-Muslim. So, so from 3,000, okay, 3,000 something, okay, 3,000 plus companies here. So we expect that all the companies could contribute, will contribute, or can contribute to zakat in terms of zakat on business, right? So only 40%, okay, 40% of the companies, yeah, right. I grabbed the data from Pusat Pungutan Zakat, PPZ, from Kuala Lumpur. This is, we have 14 states in Malaysia. So each states have their own authorities to collect the zakat, right? So in Kuala Lumpur, we have Pusat Pungutan Zakat the acronym that we use for this particular authorities is PPZ. Okay. So the PPZ receive the zakat from businesses ranging from 600 to 1,000 companies. Okay. So 3,000 something companies, or 3,000 plus companies that I've mentioned earlier, is from all over the Malaysia. So in Kuala Lumpur itself, we have 6 to 1,000 companies that will contribute to zakat on business. Okay. So sometimes 600, sometimes 1,000, based on the data that I have received from the authorities. Okay. Sometimes one year, they will get 600 companies that will pay for the zakat on business. Okay. Sometimes 1,000 plus. Okay. So this is the basic range of in Kuala Lumpur, okay, for the zakat collection.
Kamu
Okay.
berangkat jam berapa ya ini?
Zakat on business. Okay. Right. So this might be due to many factors and might be from the macroeconomic impact. Sometimes 600, sometimes 1,000. So why sometimes 600, sometimes 1,000? Maybe because of the macroeconomic impact. So this study aims to investigate the macroeconomic impact on zakat, okay, which focuses on the halal industry, or in other words, zakat on business that will affect the halal the zakat collection. Okay, basically we're focusing on the halal industry. So the variables involved in this study are based on the two fundamental macroeconomic problems, which is inflation and unemployment. Okay, so this is how we will expand our discussion on this particular topic. Okay, all right. Right. So this is the estimation that we want to analyze. Right? So ZOB is the zakat on business as the dependent variables, and then we have inflation, the one of the big problem in macroeconomics, inflation, and the second is unemployment. So based on the theory, economics theory, okay, once inflation increase, okay, the zakat on business will decrease. So that is why there is a symbol of negative, okay, above the beta 1 here, right? So this is referring to the relationship between the inflation and zakat on business. Once the inflation increase, okay, zakat on business will decrease, right? Okay, same goes to unemployment. Once the unemployment increase, okay, and what will happen to the zakat on business? Okay, it will also decrease the zakat on business. Okay, means the zakat on business is the collection of a zakat on business. This is the meaning of ZOB here, right? So, okay, up to now, do you have any issues? No, right? It's very simple. Okay, all right. Okay, so from that particular estimation, from this estimation, okay, I would like to highlight here the problem is the problem of my data in measuring the this analysis is the data is too short. Okay, I have only 10, and another one is the data. This analysis is time series analysis. Okay, in time series analysis, the higher the data, the more time series data that you have, the better the analysis. But right now, I have only 10 years of data for Zakat on business. Then I have to synchronize the years of Zakat on business with the data in the inflation data and the unemployment data, right? So 10 years is not good enough to be analyzed. Okay, but I try. Okay, I do interpolation. Okay, I make it quarterly, but that is not good actually. But in other words or in other way, we actually it is permissible in econometrics, right? Okay. So this is the results. The results uh, of the zakat on business. So here we'll see that the inflation is the coefficient of inflation is 0.0186, and the coefficient of unemployment is 0.0663. Okay, so this is the results of inflation and unemployment. So based on the coefficient, we'll see that from this actually the sign above the beta here is actually our hypothesis. Means that okay, our hypothesis is okay, inflation is negatively significant to zakat on business, and same goes to unemployment. Okay, it will negatively significant to zakat on business. Okay, but now the real situation is from the result that I have here is positive. Okay, a positive sign uh, measurement, okay, of inflation and employment, okay, on zakat on business, right? So here, look at here, when I do some interpolation, okay, from the annual data from 10 years, okay, I interpolate the data from 10 years to quarterly data. Say inflation is we are not measuring the inflation or unemployment in quarterly, right? But for this analysis, I create it, I interpolate it into quarterly to make sure that I have a good numbers to be analyzed, right? So the N here is from 10, I create it, okay, up to 119. Okay, because I interpolate, I do some interpolation, and then I get 119. Okay, so but here when we look at the inflation and unemployment, okay, it is significant, but the overall, okay, the overall justification for this analysis is not that good. Okay, okay. When we rely to this result, okay. My internet is not stable. Are you okay with that? Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes. Okay. 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 Right. There's some uh notification here. Okay. My connection is not stable. It's okay. Right. So my R squared, adjusted R squared here is very, very low. Okay, but okay, there is justification for this analysis. Okay, in time series analysis, okay, it is permissible to have a lower R adjusted R squared or R squared. Okay, because time series quite hard to have uh, R squared or just R squared particular numbers, then that is good. But in time series, uh, there's some arguments about that. But in this analysis, I just justify that because of this time series analysis. This is the time series analysis, so it is permissible to have these numbers of adjusted R squared. Okay. Right. No, we are not focusing on this one. We are focusing on the justification of the symbol of inflation and unemployment here. Okay. But we have to also justify why the unemployment and inflation here is positive, not negative as what we have. Okay, we expect earlier. Okay. The result for zakat on business, okay, based on the situation of inflation and unemployment here, right? Okay. Wait. Uh, what we can justify here, what we can interpret here is the inflation. Okay, the inflation here is in percentage. Okay, so um, what we can interpret here is a 1% increase in inflation, okay, will lead to an increase in zakat on business by 1.86%. Okay, so no matter what is it, what will happen to the inflation in Malaysia, okay, but this data is particularly in Kuala Lumpur. Uh, Generally, we can say that zakat on business in whole, in all over the Malaysia, um, even we have 14 states. The collection, in terms of the collection and the enactment, the requirement are all the same. But this data is basically is okay, focusing on Kuala Lumpur. Right. So Kuala Lumpur will in behalf of Malaysia lah. So the result is on behalf on behalf of Malaysia. But it's okay. Right. So 1% increase in inflation will lead to an increase in zakat on business by, okay, you have to times 100 here. So it will increase about 1.86%. Okay, in zakat on business. So no matter how high is the inflation, the zakat on business will also, okay, increase. Okay, right. So that is the interpretation for this coefficient. Right. For the unemployment, okay, for the unemployment, an increase no, a 1% increase in unemployment. Okay, 1% increase in unemployment. Okay, those who don't have any job, okay, the issue of no job, no money, no earnings, no salary, no matter what is it, okay, the higher the unemployment, 1% increase in employment will also increase in zakat on business. So that is, that is the situation that we need to justify why unemployment, those who don't have any money, don't have any salary, don't have any income, but the zakat on business still increase. Okay. Okay. I will justify later. Right. But my justification must be based on the research or the studies, the previous studies that I've done. Okay. Right. Okay, now we are moving to discussion. That one is analysis, and then this one is discussion. Right. Um, interestingly, okay, this particular variables, inflation and employment, is what significant. Okay, lesser than 5%. This one also lesser than 5%. The p value is lesser than 5%. Means that this particular variable, oh, my R adjusted squared is not that high. Okay, okay, not that high. All right. So means that inflation is significant to what will happen in Zakat business. Okay, and also the unemployment. But the problem is, why positive? It should be negative. Why? Why? So that is the question of this analysis. So this is not because of me myself. This is also maybe because of the data. But we just run this analysis and try to justify as good as we can to put this particular result relevant to the real world. Okay. Okay, look at here, the interpretation and discussion. Okay, so both variables, okay, inflation and unemployment are significant. Why? Because of the p value is lesser than 5%. So this one 0.035 over to 100, it is lesser than 5%. Okay, same goes to inflation, right? So, but against the hypothesis developed, okay, this is what I've argued earlier. So against the hypothesis developed. Okay, so the interpretation for these or both variables, same as what I've mentioned earlier, is a 1% increase in inflation will lead to an increase in zakat on business, okay, by 1.9%, something like that, around 1.9%, holding constant the unemployment variable. So we have to constant. Once we interpret inflation, okay, we have to holding the unemployment constant, right? Okay, or in other words, in economics, we use the terms of ceteris paribus. Okay, ceteris paribus. Okay, for unemployment, a 1% increase in unemployment will lead to an increase in zakat on business by 6.7%. Okay, 6.7% or 6.6%. Okay, holding constant the inflation variable. Okay, ceteris paribus, right? So this is how we interpret, right, the result. All right. Okay, based on these results, okay, should be we can see that zakat on business, okay, by hook or by crook, it will not be affected by the inflation and employment. What happened to the inflation outside there? What happened outside there? Okay, to the world of economy, an increase in inflation will not, okay, will not take in place or will affect the zakat on business. Okay, what happened to the unemployment? People are having job or not having a job, having a salary or not having an income, or what happened to the world? Okay, it will not, okay, affect the zakat on business collection. So this is the meaning of this result. Okay, so what is the justification on this result? Okay, how to justify this result, right? So maybe, okay, the businessman very, very pious and obey the creator's order, okay, or obey Allah's order. So no matter what it takes. So if the company is not in a good performance, okay, they have their obligatory or responsible to pay the zakat. Okay. So what happened to the business? Okay, they think that this is their responsibility, so they have to pay the zakat. Okay, not that much actually, 2.5%. Okay, 2.5%. Okay, those who have you know 10 ringgit also. Okay, 10 ringgit is just sorry, this sorry, 10 ringgit is not your currency, right? I do not know how to convert it in Indonesia. Okay, but in Malaysia, okay, 1,000 ringgit is just 25 ringgit for the zakat. Okay, it's a very small portion. Okay, very small portion of zakat to be contributed to the authorities, and from that authorities they have to distribute it to the 8 groups of people that really need for that zakat, right? So that is the basic or the fundamental things in zakat, right? So when we look into the justification, we also have to support it from the previous research, right? So here I put one of it. Okay, it is also similar. It is very hard. That is why zakat uh, zakat discussion basically not in uh, secondary analysis discussion. Most of the zakat research or study is not focusing on secondary data. Mine here is coming from secondary data. Those they don't have any not much discussing the zakat basically based on the secondary data. Means that you have the data from a company, from most of the zakat discussion is basically from the primary data. Primary data means that you have to use your to give a questionnaire, do surveys, and then from that data collection, and then you regress and analyze the situation, right? So it is very rare to have the discussion on zakat. Okay, we have it, but not that much lah, not that much. And zakat in business is one of the rare research in outside that, right? So okay, so I try to justify it because at earlier stage I mentioned that zakat is quite similar, not that similar. It is, we can justify zakat is almost like a tax. Okay, like a tax. We have to pay tax yearly, right? So that is same goes to zakat. Okay, we have to pay the zakat yearly. Okay, but basically depends on the nisab and basically depends on your uh, your wealth, right? Okay, so I try to find one. Okay, so I try to relate it to tax. Okay, so it is similar to the study done by the Siri K 2020, who examined the nexus of unemployment. So this is employment and the tax burden. Okay, the relationship is plus. Plus means positive relationship between the unemployment and the tax. Unemployment increase, the tax also increase. Okay, right. The fact that the sense of social state is not abandoned means that no matter what, the social state, the sense of social responsibility is higher, okay, for this particular situation. Okay, might be that, okay, justification is not good enough, but okay, try to relate it to the situation here. Okay, the situation that I have, and this particular researcher have, right? So this is from Indonesia, Mutakin. Okay, the inflation has a positive relationship with tax revenue. Yeah, so Mutakin is one of those who are in this area, right? I think this one is coming from a thesis or something like that. Okay, okay. Inflation has a positive relationship with tax revenue. Okay, with tax revenue. Once the inflation increase, the tax revenue will also increase. Okay, quite in common sense, we can say that It is ridiculous, but it is a real situation when we analyze the data. Right? All right. Okay. Now a conclusion. Okay, the last part of my discussion. All right. As a Muslim, okay, as a Muslim, zakat on business is a mandatory. Okay, those who are doing business, okay, zakat is a mandatory. Your responsibility, your obligatory to pay the zakat. Okay, like tax, you have to pay the tax. Okay, hypothesis is just a hypothesis. Okay, but based on the fact, should be perfect. Okay, based on the fact, perfect. But what can I see? The data is like that, and then the analysis will be also like that. So um, what can I say? So hypothesis is just a hypothesis. So the result is the result. So I have to justify the analysis, okay, the findings of analysis, and that is the findings. So it could be because the data defect leads to hypothesis rejected. Okay, so that is why I've mentioned earlier. Okay, my data is actually basically depends on the zakat on business. Okay, it is only 10 years annually. Annual data 10 years. I just get that data for 10 years, so I have to I have to tally the data of zakat business with the inflation, and from that way 10 years is not good enough to regress. Okay, so I have to I interpolate the data until the data uh, numbers is about 100 something, right? So maybe of the data defect. Okay, that's why the analysis, the findings like that, right? So, and the synthesis of these analysis should be explored. Okay, you means that you are we can do more on this kind of topic to discuss in the research in your research in the world of research. Okay, it could be more exploration on this particular area, and of course uh, the data is not that much. Okay, right? Okay, because Malaysia is smaller than Indonesia. Maybe uh, um, you can do more in Indonesia. We can expect more than that, lah. But the basic thing is the data collection must be from the authority, not just use your own data. That is from the secondary uh, data. Yeah. Right. Okay. The analysis is an initial review of zakat. Okay. This is my term, my term zakat because I use zakat, I use macroeconomic, and I use econometrics. Okay. And econometrics itself is uh three types of subject. Okay, three types of discussion. Econometrics is from econometrics itself is about the economics, is about the statistics, and it's also about the mathematics. Yeah, so there are a lot of subject discussed in zakatrometrics here. Okay, it is about zakat. It is macroeconomics. It is econometrics, and also but mathematics. Also about economics, and also about the statistics. So this is an initial review. Okay, it could be more exploration after this, inshallah. And we can use another test that is available. Okay, I'm just using OLS, simple regression analysis. Okay, OLS. Okay, maybe it is not good enough to use that test. We can use VAR VECM, we can use ARDL, we can use panel, we can use so many things. Right. So maybe after this we can have more discussion, enrich the discussion, okay, on the topic that we are discussing now. All right. I think I come to an end, okay, of this session. Okay. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Maybe I open to the Q&A session. If there is a question, if the question is easy, I can answer the question. But if the question is very hard to answer, I will give to those who are expert, okay, outside there to answer from the ETB, okay, doctors there can answer the question maybe, inshallah. Right, that's all for my presentation. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So thank you very much, Doctor. Maybe is there any question from others? From you, student, maybe?
How many of you now on this platform?
I think around 40. Yeah,
I see.
40 or 40, 42 kind of that number.
All right. Thank you.
If you want to ask directly,
Okay.
you can. No, I mean to the
Any question?
student. Yeah, if you want to ask question, you can ask directly
And
or
I
raise
have
your
a question
hand.
actually.
Okay. While we're waiting,
I have
actually,
to ask. I have to
oh
ask
yeah,
Dr. Gantina.
yeah.
Yeah.
Please, Dr. Gantina.
Okay.
Okay.
I have to ask Dr. I have to ask Dr. Gantina on my wish.
Oh,
If you
Okay, Dr.
can assist me
Gantina.
on that particular.
Miss Ning already
How is
prepared,
it?
but not in Kahoot apps, in
Oh,
Quizzes
okay.
apps. Is it ready, Miss Ning?
Yeah, we can try it.
Okay,
No,
just
we open for the
Yeah, we are open for Q&A right now,
yeah,
Dr.
after that we
Gantina.
can use that particular very simple
okay.
question.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Gantina. Yeah, is there any question?
Maybe they
My
are too
discussion is
shy.
very simple
Yeah.
and then
Or may
very
I
easy to
ask some?
understand. No need
May
to
I
ask.
ask question, Dr. Senawi?
Inshallah.
I'm just curious. What do you think about the role of zakat? I mean, how do you see the role of zakat in strengthening economic resilience, and then particularly in the face of inflation and unemployment, in your opinion? Dr. Senawi, could you please unmute yourself first? Because we can clearly see. Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah, now we can hear you clearly.
All right. Okay, wait. Hey. All right. Sorry. Okay, again.
I want to
Is there any question?
ask question. Yeah, just from
Okay,
me.
yeah.
I'm just
Yes,
curious.
me.
I want to ask
Yeah.
question. How do you see the role of zakat in strengthening economic resilience, especially in the face of inflation and unemployment? What do you think about the role
No,
of zakat?
lagi.
Hello?
Can you
Okay. I will repeat it again. Maybe because of my connection. How do you see the role of zakat, particularly in facing inflation and unemployment?
means
Yeah.
that you are going to means that the zakat is not the independent. It is not the dependent. You are trying to ask if the zakat is the independent variables. Okay,
Okay.
how is it? How from? Am I right? Okay, right. Zakat is one a types of. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you
Uh,
clearly.
my connection is not that good. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Right. Zakat is one of the tools to eliminate the poverty, right? So
Yeah.
once zakat is about money, right? Once the people who are very very poor or very need, okay, they need the money and then they can spend, and so means that zakat is one of the tools that can create a growth in the community and can boost the economy in that particular community, right? Zakat is the great tools to enhance the economic growth. Why? Because people will have the money to purchase, so the purchasing power will increase. Okay, the purchasing power will increase. So the community, the economy itself will be enhanced for that particularly. But of course, inflation, in terms of inflation, okay, in inflation we don't want to we don't want any hike of inflation, any an increase in inflation. It will hurt the economy, right? So in terms of that, okay, zakat plays a role to moderate the purchasing power of the people. So the inflation will be moderated in such case or such area of community, inshallah. That's my answer for that question.
Okay. Yeah. So, in your opinion, zakat can help the
Yeah,
country to
yeah,
at least to increase the unemployment or
yeah,
to
of course.
kind of distracting the inflation, so inflation will
Yeah.
not go further.
In Malaysia also, zakat is one of the zakat assistance is to build up a business. I do not know in Indonesia. Okay, in one of the state in Malaysia, Selangor, in Kuala Lumpur itself also. Okay, in Selangor we have a department. Not the distribution is for those who are in need. They are miskin, they are poor, they are in the groups of needy. They really need the money. So that portion of zakat will give an assistance to those who are in need to build up their business. So that is good for the economy.
Yeah.
Okay, such as food truck business. Okay, any business, okay, small business, and they can contribute to the economic growth of the country. Okay, most of the recipient. Okay, I have the data here. Or my connection is not stable. If you can stay with me, all right. Most of the recipient of zakat, okay, for that assistance, business assistance, really can they are out of their poor situation. They are now not the recipient of zakat. They are now the zakat payer. That is the situation in Malaysia. I don't know in Indonesia. Okay, if that can be implemented in whole world, okay, especially in a Muslim country, it can be it is a betterment of the community. Yeah, thank you.
That's right. Thank you, Dr. Yeah, I'm just curious because, as you know, actually Indonesia is a country with a big Muslim citizen, but
the higher Muslim population in the world. Indonesia. Yeah.
But I don't think that the government already, what is it, kind of, what is it? use zakat to apply zakat to all of the citizen, because zakat normally we applied for Muslim here.
Yeah.
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 So
Of course, that
so in Indonesia, tax is more general than zakat, and I'm just curious, what's the difference of applying zakat and tax in this country?
in Malaysia,
in Malaysia.
Okay, Miss Nick. In Malaysia, once we pay zakat, we don't have to pay tax.
Okay.
So that is Malaysia. So we don't need to pay tax because we are paying the zakat. So that is good for Muslim actually, and the only groups that for the non-Muslim. It balance actually. Balance the non-Muslim, because if we pay zakat and then we pay also the tax, it's double. So very huge responsibility as a Muslim in that particular country. So in Malaysia, once you pay zakat, the tax will be deducted. Will be relief. That is tax relief for Muslim.
Okay, that's very good,
So
I think.
that is one of the benefits of zakat.
Yeah.
Okay. So the growth of the economy, and then the purchasing power, and then the whole people can have that can, you will have a good situation between the wealthier and the poor group. Okay, between them, we are not we don't have any when we look at the poor, we don't like it. So that kind of situation will not be in the market not in the registration, if there's zakat contribution is good enough to be distributed to the poor.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Dr. Senawi. I think we have a question from chat box from Zaki Azani.
I have a couple of questions. This is from Zaki Azani. Sutrisno. Okay. All right. I have a couple of questions. To my understanding, zakat is a flat value, 2.5%. Yeah, quite different to what modern taxation today, progressive tax. Is there a form of zakat that has a progressively increasing value? Does it go against it compared to tax? Okay. So, okay, for
I think Dr. Senawi. I think Dr. Senawi lost his connection.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, are you still there?
Yeah, I lose. Yeah. I'm here.
Okay.
Where's the question?
Yeah. Let me send you
Wait,
again the question.
Okay. The question disappeared.
Okay, this is the question. Can you see the question right now, Doctor?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm already chat the question. Can you see it? Hello, Doctor?
Okay, right. Can you hear me?
I'm not sure because your voice is not clearly.
Hello?
Okay, I think now it's better.
Yeah. Can you hear my voice?
Yeah, now we can hear you. Okay, we are so sorry because of the connection. Maybe you can wait for a moment until Dr. Senawi is coming back. And while waiting, Dr. Senawi, maybe you can fill the attendance link for now. Okay, let me check the attendance link. And still, if you have any question, you can put directly to the chat box. Okay, now the attendance form is already appeared, so please fill it right now. And if you miss the link, I'm not sure you can reclaim your attendance today or not. So please fill it if you have time right now. Second, Okay. For now, Dr. Senawi already gave you the assignment, so please join the quizzes, and I will show you the code, and we will take the point from this assignment as your assignment today. Wait a second. Okay, for now, I will share the display.
Okay, I'm here
Oh,
back. Sorry.
okay. We are planning to give the what is it, the assignment, but if you already coming back, we can
The question.
yeah, we can pending. So
It's very bad
maybe
connection.
yeah.
Wait. I try to find the question here. No question here.
Still the first question, Doctor, about the progressive tax. Not progressive tax, about this one. I will copy it again.
Okay, yeah. Okay. The first question. I try. Okay.
Yeah. The first question about
Zakat is a flat value. Yeah, it's
zakat.
correct. Quite different with the modernization. Is there a form of zakat that has progressively increasing? No. Zakat is we have zakat on business still 2.5%. Okay, it is based on the dalil of Al Quran. We cannot simply change it. It is something that we cannot change. Okay, because our Prophet of Muhammad mentioned that particular measurement. Okay, so no, there is a discussion on that particular portion or percentage, of course, but the 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 enforcement is not there. Okay, because all the scholars, Islamic scholars, believe that that is the portion that needed for the Muslim to pay the zakat. We cannot simply change it. We cannot simply, of course, there's discussion on that, but there is no enforcement on that particular changing portion, changing the percentage. But in terms of does it goes against? Yeah. Okay. If there is no specific rules, okay, that coming from the Prophet or in the Quran itself, so it will against the Islamic law. Okay, so we cannot simply change it, right? And the second one, in terms of effectiveness, is zakat more efficient in terms of their absorption to the economy compared to tax? Okay, zakat, zakat itself is something that we need to understand deeper, right? Okay, zakat is for people who are struggling to change their life. Okay, change their life. So if they, from that particular zakat, those in those sahabat or uh, the friends of prophet, okay, during the prophet time, okay, they get the zakat, and then for the next year they will not even get the zakat anymore. They are not the recipient zakat of zakat anymore. So means that they're struggling to survive, to make sure that they will not receive the zakat anymore. So that is the motivation. That is the motivation. The difference situation in our current situation, it is different. Okay, those are having zakat in this year, for the second year, the third year, and so forth, they always be the recipient of zakat. No, the motivation of zakat is not that actually. Okay, the motivation of zakat is not that. So the motivation of zakat is once you have, you will have to motivate yourself. Not even yourself, you have to motivate all your friends or those who are the recipient of zakat, not to have the zakat anymore for the next 2 years. We will, they have to be somebody who will pay the zakat, not the recipient anymore. So that is the first one. Okay. Of course, tax is higher. Tax is higher. When you want to compare zakat, actually we cannot compare zakat and tax actually. So because tax is the responsibility of a citizen of that particular country to pay the tax, and then the tax is progressive tax. It depends. Sometimes some of the countries use progressive, some regressive, some uh, the constant like zakat percentage. Okay, depends on the countries, but the particular the the similar to tax. Okay, tax is burden. It's a burden. Those who are paying tax try to find another way to make sure that they don't want to pay the tax anymore. But zakat is not. Okay, look at the result in my analysis. Okay, even there is an inflation, even there is an unemployment, the zakat of business still increase. Means that people have put that zakat as their responsibility. Okay, in another way, in other words, say that zakat is something that will enhance or will upgrade your way of life to to ensure your uh, uh, your economics, your financial stability is in a good condition. So that is a motivation. Tax something that we sometimes need to no to avoid. Okay, to avoid the taxes, and then people will try to make sure that they can reduce the tax. Okay, so in Malaysia, some of the situation that they use is by putting the money to one of the uh, uh, like what like body of uh, welfare body, welfare welfare body, welfare organization. So from there, that particular money will, for the tax payment, will be reduced. Yeah, so that is one of the way that they can um, run away from the tax payment. So they can reduce the tax. So it is hard to mention that uh, tax is better than zakat, but or zakat is better. That zakat has the motivation to enhance the quality of the people's life. Tax, no. That's the things I can answer for the question. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. So what do you think, Zaki? Is it clear enough?
My answer lah.
Hello, Zaki. Okay, I think that's clear.
It's clear. Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, thank you. And maybe, is there any
Maybe
question
because of the
from others?
It's okay, it's okay.
So, Doctor, in short, I can summarize that what is it? The main difference between tax and zakat is the motivation behind it. Can I say it like that? If zakat,
Sorry.
sorry. So if
Yeah.
I can summarize your explanation, the main difference between zakat and tax is the motivation behind that. If somebody want to give zakat, the motivation is
Terrible.
yeah, the motivation is want to be someone who is better than before. But for tax, yeah, maybe some of them want to avoid tax, kind of that thing. So we'll do many things that can reduce the tax like that. Hello?
Can you repeat it? No, I can't get the first statement that you mentioned just now.
I mean the main difference between tax
No,
and
the connection
zakat.
is very terrible. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
The connection is very terrible.
It's okay. Yeah.
Ning, could you
Yeah,
please
yeah.
write?
I
Could you
will write
could you
it.
please
Yeah.
write it? Because your voice is lagging. I can't understand. I
Oh,
can't
yeah,
get
yeah.
the meaning of your question.
And maybe is there any question from others?
Yeah. I think no.
I think there is no.
Okay. What's that? Is the difference between zakat and tax is the motivation behind? Yeah, of course. Okay. Zakat is something that we can relate to a good motivation for the quality of life.
Yeah.
Tax is not.
Yeah.
Tax is a burden. So that's why in taxation we have the terms of tax avoider. We try to avoid the tax. Okay. There's no such thing in zakat. Of course, we can say that not
Yeah.
Muslim.
Yeah.
Not all the Muslim.
Yeah. Will obey that. Doctor, could you please unmute your microphone? Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Okay, yes. Now it's clear.
I'm always in and out. Sometimes in, sometimes out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, very sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, bad connection, and then right. What did I say that just now? Okay,
What is it? To be
zakat
better.
has the motivation
Yeah.
to enhance or to make sure that you can get the quality of life. Okay.
Yeah.
In Prophet time. Okay,
Okay.
sahabat always put that zakat as motivation to read out their to get out from the poor situation to a better situation. So that is the situation of zakat. Tax is not. That's why in zakat we have a term of tax avoider. Okay, we try to avoid or to reduce the tax, reduce the tax. Don't want to pay more than others, or maybe to make sure that that particular money can do something for their life from the avoidance of that tax payment. That the particular statement, not the what we can say that the
Okay, I don't think the connection is stable from Dr. Senawi. So, Dr. Gantina, what should we do now?
me.
Yeah. Okay. You already come back.
Yeah, never mind. I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, I think my session have to be terminated.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
No,
later, yeah,
it's a
maybe
very bad
now we
connection
can,
here.
yeah, oh, okay.
Uh, okay. And the question maybe you can distribute it to all the participants here, and then there's a answer scheme there. Okay.
Yeah,
Very simple question and very simple answer, right?
okay.
So thanks for this opportunity. I'm very honored to be here, and thank you to Dr. Gantina, to Dr. Lukman, as the moderator for this session event, and to you, Ms. Ning. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you all in this platform. If somebody want to ask me, you can ask Dr. Gantina. She has my number there. Right. That's all for today. Thank you very much for this presentation. I'm very sorry because my bad connection here. Sometimes in, sometimes out. Okay. Um, no, like to be there. I'm very interested to be in Institute of Technology Bandung, right? So maybe someday I will be there. Okay, to meet you all there. I do not know whether you are still there or not, but I want to be there. Maybe not in this year, maybe next 2 years or whatever year. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for having me. I'm very honored to be here. That's all for my discussion. I'm very sorry if there is a mistake from me. Okay, that's all uh from my mistake. Okay, that's all. Okay. Wabillahi taufiq wal
Okay.
hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Dr. Senawi. And for the participants, for the students especially, I don't know, should we make the quiz right now, Dr. Gantina, or later? Actually, the quiz is already, yeah, ready to be ready to set, ready to display. What do you think? Should we show it right now or for next? Dr. Gantina.
Yes, it's okay. We can do that later at
Oh,
Alabas
okay.
Muda.
Oh, okay. So I think, yeah, this is the end of this session. I'm sorry, yeah. Actually, yeah, we can do join photo session right now. Dr. Senawi, are you still there? Okay, for the others, especially for the students, could you please turn on your video and then hold for a moment and we will take the picture together. Okay.
Yang motor siapa?
Wait a second. I don't think everybody has turned the video on. There are only about 14 camera in my laptop. Is it the same with others? Or only in my laptop? There are only 14 participants who open the video. Is it, oh, okay. Okay, everybody, are you ready? So now I will take the picture. 1, 2, 3. And once again, there is still camera on right now. Wait a moment. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Okay, this is the end of today's session. Thank you for your attention. And then we will meet you for the next session tomorrow. Goodbye and see you. Stay healthy, everyone.
Thank you, Miss Lee. Dr.
Thank you, Dr.
Senawi.
Gantina.
Yeah, most welcome.